Hey everyone, and welcome to my first 10 days in Stardew Valley. Now, I did play this game many years ago, I think for about a half hour, an hour. Then I looked up the actual gameplay and I thought to myself, wow, it's way more complex than I thought it would be, and put it down. But I found myself lately wanting to play different styles of games, and I said to myself, you know what? Let's pick up Stardew Valley and give it a go with the help of ChatGPT. So I asked ChatGPT, make me a beginner's guide. And the more I scrolled down, I realized, wow, there's seasons in this game. And I figured you have to, plant crops, harvest them to make some money from that. But the more I scrolled, I didn't realize that there was so much stuff to do. At first, it seemed a little bit overwhelming, but I thought to myself, let's just take it bit by bit through my first playthrough and just learn as we go. So the first day, I decided just to clear a little bit of my farm just to get things going because I'm gonna need some crops to make some money. So that's the first thing I did. I took the free seeds that I got and I started planting them. And also another thing I have to remember daily is when it's not raining to actually water my crops, because with me, that would be really easy to forget. And so I saw this mail, and what caught my attention was, I've got something for you, Willie. I'm like, well, what do you have for me? So I went to visit Willie thinking he might be up to something sus, but he gave me a fishing pole and I do like fishing, so I'll definitely be doing that sometime soon. And I was mining, I found something pretty interesting and I was told to go to the blacksmith, so I did. And then I asked ChatGPT what to do and it told me to go here and give it to this guy. I don't know all the NPCs' names yet, but I figured, this is some type of museum, which is cool. Then I ran into this NPC, Penny. She seemed pretty interesting. Then I ran into this guy. Now, he kind of struck me a little weirdly. So he kind of told me where he lived right away. And I'm like, oh, I think I know your intentions, but, thanks, but no thanks. And then I do love fishing, so I finally decided to give it a go. And I thought it'd be really easy, just throw in your pole, wait for the bobber to go, and you just, catch your fish. But I was in for something I didn't expect. It was a long battle, and I'm playing with the controller, so it felt a little awkward to do the things at once. And I did try fishing a few times before, and I didn't catch anything. So I didn't want to give up and catch something, because from what ChatGPT told me, fishing is a good way to make money early on. So I figured, I at least want to try something and, catch a few fish and see how much gold I can actually make from it. So this took me a long time to do. And when that bar was going up, I felt pretty accomplished. And then when I actually finally, landed the fish, I was so proud of myself. I was like, yes, this is my first fish. It's sardine. It's only 1 inch, but you know what? That 1 inch is all mine. So I had to also look up how to make money because I had no clue. And I went to my storage, and that's when I found out you can actually go to that big box, put stuff in, and when you go to sleep and, when you wake up after, you will be met with some gold. So I was like, oh, cool. Let me just go through my storage here and, just put in stuff that I think I don't need right now, because I'm pretty sure I'll need all the stuff to craft eventually, but right now I need the gold to buy seeds, backpacks, storage, etc. Then I want to fancy up my garden a little bit and start off with the fence for right now and get a feel for it, because it was kind of awkward placing things with the controller, but I figured, might as well just get it started and then later, just completely finish it, because I want my farm to look somewhat like a farm on day 10. Then I ran into Haley. And from what she said to me, I'm like, you know what? You seem like you're high maintenance and expensive, so I'll just keep walking. Then I ran into Penny again, which she seemed pretty pleasant to talk to most of the time, so I didn't mind that too much. Now, day 7 is where it felt like everything started to really kick off, because I remember exploring the town, and there's somebody's birthday coming up, I believe, but I was really excited because when I came outside, I was like, wait a minute, are my crops ready to go? And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm actually harvesting in Stardew Valley. So this is my first crop ever, and I'm pretty stoked because I never got this far, and I honestly never thought I would. So it felt really good just to, get my crops. Then I ran to Penny again, and I was like, I'm going to keep you in mind as I meet the townspeople. But as I was talking about before, it's Lewis's birthday, and I have absolutely no clue how to get people gifts or what. So I went to ChatGPT and said, what does he like? And it gave me quite a big list, but these seemed like free options. And so I was roaming around town and I ran into Leah, and she said, maybe I can cook something new today and something spicy. And I'm really starting to like Leah, so I'm also keeping an eye on her as well. And I literally searched all day for the mayor just walking around Lewis, and I finally found him. And I had no clue how to give him my gift, so what I did was just took it out of my inventory and just literally threw it at him. And you know what? It made me really happy to see that this old man was so happy from my gift. Then I did pick up some potato seeds, and it's nighttime, and I just started planting them. I have no clue where they're going to end up, and it's probably not a good idea to plant at nighttime, but you know what? I need the seeds and money. Then I ran into Leah again, but this time there was a twist. We had an actual conversation, and she asked me why did I become a farmer, which is a good question because I never really thought about it. Now, I do love my grandpa and miss him, and I wouldn't mind following in his footsteps. And also, that option too seemed reasonable, but I wish I could pick both. But you know what? The more I talk to Leah, the more I really, really do like this NPC. And so day 9 has arrived, and it really feels like things are picking up. And I'm honestly not for sure if I'm behind on things, on what I should do, but for right now, I'm just taking things, slowly. And I gotta remember, to water my crops every day, because there's been quite a few times where I walked into the city and forgot to do so. I remember if it doesn't rain, then, you don't have to worry about it. Then I started doing some exploring, and I found this place, and I was like, whoa, I think I've seen this place before. A couple streamers do this, and it's the mine. So there was this old guy in here, and basically he was telling me, hey, here's a mine shaft down there, and I'm pretty sure there's like more things to discover and find. So you know what? You should probably go down and look for yourself. And he gave me a sword. It's like, hey, you know what? He gave me a rusty sword. It's better than nothing, right? And then I found the Adventurers Guild, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. I like Adventurers Guild. And the more and more I explore this game, it seems like there's so much to do. And then I ran to Haley again, and she said something pretty rude to me. I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I ever want to talk to you again. So I just moved on. And then I remembered there was somebody else's birthday coming up. And Vincent's, okay, I think I vaguely remember who he is, but right next to it is also the bookseller. Now, if it's marked on the calendar, I'm assuming it's important, so the next couple days are going to be really busy. Now, day 10 started off with a bang, because basically there was this lady out here saying, hey, this cat was by your house and he loves it. Do you want to give it a home? I love animals. So I'm like, sure, I'll take the cat. And I was a little worried at first because it looked like he was dead. But then when I left the house, he started moving around. So I'm like, oh, cool. But that also makes you wonder, do I need to buy him food too? I'm really not for sure. So I remembered it was Vincent's birthday. So I asked ChatGPT what he would like. And it said clay, I believe. So I really wasn't paying attention. I thought this NPC was the one I was looking for. And so I was having a conversation with him, and then I realized something not too shortly after. I gave him the clay, and he's like, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, you're not Vincent? So, yeah, sorry, wrong gift. And so here's the right NPC, and I was like, okay, I'm happy to have you. Here you go. Or not happy to have you, but happy to find you. So happy birthday. And he was like, what's this? This isn't very fun. I'm like, well, I'm a poor farmer. I don't have much, but it's better than nothing, at least in my opinion. But I ran to Leah again, and, I think the game is telling me to eventually have a relationship with Leah, and I probably will end up doing so. And after a long day, I came home and actually looked around my homestead for a little bit, and I thought to myself, this is my first farm. It's not much, but you know what? I did it. It's all mine. So if you guys have any tips or tricks for me regarding, how to make money, gifts, and things that you would do, I'd be happy to hear from you in the comments below. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great one and take care.